Hello everybody, welcome to the White Tiger Tarot. Today's reading is about a relationship on your mind and what you need to know. What you need to know about this certain relationship. Now this could be a romantic relationship or it could just be a platonic, a friendship, a family member, any friendship or relationship at all. Just whoever is on your mind while you're watching this. We're going to start with, so this is pile 1, the 4 of Cups, pile 2 with the Page of Wands, pile 3 with the Hangman, and pile 4 with the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so I will give you some time to meditate on your cards and I'll see you in your pile. Hello, pile number 1. Sorry, I almost said 4 because of the 4 of Cups. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading all about this relationship that you have on your mind. So as always, in my readings, we let Spirit guide us to whatever decks that we use. Each and every pile is completely customized by your higher self and by your guides to let you know exactly the message that you need. Okay, so you guys chose this is the Shiva Lingam stone. So it's found in only one of like 7 ancient rivers in India. It's definitely a favorite of mine. It's so beautiful and it feels alive. So what I'm getting with this 4 of Cups is almost maybe with this relationship that you're thinking about, there may be a bit of a stalemate here or a bit of a stagnant energy. Maybe you guys aren't speaking right now or you don't really know the status of where you guys are at. It seems to be there's like a bit of maybe disappointment or separation. Or just like not knowing where you stand. That's kind of the vibes that I'm getting. So I will keep this card to the side. I will put your deck right here and I will see where Spirit wants to lead us. Sorry, I'm just going to check my frame here. All right, so we'll see where Spirit wants to lead us today. Okay, we're going to start with some more tarot cards here. I'm going to keep this to the center. So my pile 1s, what do they need to know about this relationship on their mind? Okay, so you have the King of Wands. And you have the Knight of Pentacles. So this could definitely be the other person that's on your mind. But I definitely see like there's been slow moving energy, maybe slow progress. Maybe you've had to be really patient or you're just not sure, you know, because maybe it's so slow that you're not sure if it's moving in the right direction or if it is going, you know, in the direction you want it to go. Maybe you wish it would be moving faster or progressing in a certain way. But I just see that I don't see this as a negative thing. I see this as like a slow and steady thing, like taking it slow, taking it steady, in a positive way, in a positive direction. And with the King of Wands, I see this person is very like fiery, exciting, creative, okay? And maybe, and I mean, this could be you as well, so take it as it resonates, but maybe you or this person are used to like a lot of fast moving energy, a lot of excitement, a lot of passion, and they definitely have that, but it's almost as though in this connection that's like not there or it's missing or you haven't yet got to that point, or maybe you or them are trying to take it slower in a slower direction because you're used to it burning out quickly. Okay, so it's almost as though we want this to last longer, and so we're taking it more slow than we're used to. And that's a positive thing. I'm seeing that as a very positive thing. Wow, yeah. So we have the Lovers and we have the Knight of Cups. So, I mean, for a lot of you, this is going to be romantic. I definitely feel that vibe, okay? And I do see that this is a very good connection. This is a very good balance here between the two of you, that you guys are going to be a nice reflection of the other. You're going to help each other grow, or that maybe you're already in this process of doing that. But I do see them coming towards you with some kind of offer, okay? So, or like a confession of how they feel, of their true feelings for you, of like asking you out on a date. And oh, that's interesting, because I think you're waiting for this. You're waiting for this, but you're like sitting right in it, and the cup is coming right towards you. So you won't be waiting much longer. Okay, and it's like, yeah, this person is taking it slow with you because I think they really have genuine feelings for you. And I see this person like watching you, not in a creepy way, but like, I definitely see their eyes are on you. Like, they're not looking anywhere else. They're not like interested in anyone else. They're just like, they're definitely concentrated just on you. And they want to give you their heart or express how they feel. And I feel like you're like, when are they going to ask me out? Or when are they going to tell me how they feel? I kind of feel like I'm in this waiting period, or I don't really know where I stand. But that is coming in, okay? They are going to tell you how they feel with their genuine emotion, their genuine feelings. They just don't want to rush it. And I think they're like, they're being more mature, because we have the King, right? The King is the most mature of the court cards. He the most wisdom. They've gained the most wisdom. They're the most wise. And it's interesting because this keeps catching my eye with the fire coming out. It almost looks like angel wings. Okay, and we have the angel wings again here. So this person's almost like a divine connection. Like you guys have been divinely guided towards each other. Like you have the best intentions going into this. That it is something very deep. Earth Angel came up in my mind. So yeah, I feel like you guys are here to help each other grow, blossom. We have the lotus flower here, transform. And that is going to be, don't rush this process, have the respect and patience that it takes, because it needs to be right, and it needs to be good. It needs to happen with the right steps in order for it to be that foundational relationship in your life, a foundational love. Okay? We don't want it to just be like this fast come in and come out, burning really quickly and then fading away, right? So it's building that solid foundation with the Knight of Pentacles. This is like the foundational work that needs to be done in order for something lasting in our lives to be there. So that could look like, really taking the time to get to know each other, really, going slowly sexually. That could be, taking it easy on dates and really diving into the other person and getting to know them on a really deep level before like fully committing ourselves or fully expressing, our true feelings or, whatever that is. It's not like hesitation. It's just, it's wisdom. It's knowing that this is something I want to last in my life, and so I'm not rushed, okay? But I do see someone coming to you to let you know how they feel. And I feel like you've been waiting for this. Okay. Yeah, so we have the Five of Swords. Yeah, I feel like they see you as like a prize. They see you as someone who's above the rest, okay? And that's why they want to take it so slow with you. They don't see you as like all these other people that they've been with. You know, you're different. They see you in a different light. They see you as like the prize at the end, you know? And they want that to last. They want that to be in their lives for a long, long time. So it's almost like maybe other things, they have to cut other things out or away. And that's why they're taking it slow, because they want it to be the right environment, or they want to be in the right place in order to give you what you need. Okay, maybe the commitment that you need. Okay, we're going to pull some, I have some love specific terms here. Wow. Okay, so we have forever friend. That's beautiful. Okay, so definitely, I mean, it could be definitely a friendship for a lot of you, but this also is giving me like this person, that's that foundational. It's like the best relationships are friendships first, right? It's like you want to create that true friendship, that best friend, before we get, you know, really committed or really into this sexual part or whatever it is. It's like we need to be friends first, and that really creates that lasting relationship. It creates the foundation for a beautiful and real and true loving relationship, right? I mean, if it isn't romantic for you guys, just take it as it resonates. This is like, you know, this friendship might be going slower than you used to, or it's not like this, you know, maybe it's not as exciting as you're used to, that kind of thing. And then you got meet cute. So meet cute is basically, if you have not already met this person, or maybe you have, this is saying that your story, like you met in a really cute way. So the way you met was like very synchronistic, like very unique, and it was like, it's a cute story that you can tell. So if you have met this person, you'll know what this is talking about. If you haven't met this person and you're still like, you know, where is the relationship I've been looking for, know that you will be meeting them soon, and it's going to be a very, very cute story and a very nice situation that you're going to be able to tell people about, you know, that's going to be very divinely guided and very synchronistic. So that's really, really nice. Okay, let's get some oracle cards. Okay, for my pile ones, what do they need to know about this relationship? All right. Okay, so we have rivalry, which goes well with the 5 of Swords. So maybe there is some kind of, maybe you're being fought over right now, or maybe there's competition between a couple people, whether you know about this or not. Maybe they're trying to kind of decide which direction they want to go, or you are. Yeah, with the confusion. And then we have wrench in the works. I don't see this as a negative thing here, this wrench in the works. I see this as things getting worked out, things getting fixed, because maybe there's a bit of confusion, and maybe that's why you feel this 4 of Cups with communication, or maybe you guys are just not getting to a common ground together. Maybe you're not able to, maybe it's just like a weird energy right now, that maybe you're not on the same page about everything. Maybe there is a bit of arguing here. Maybe it feels like a bit of a battle, okay? But just know that this is happening for a reason, that even maybe you guys had your first fight or something like that, or first disagreement. Okay, know that this is getting worked out. It will get worked out, and that you'll come out of this stronger. Okay, like these things are very normal to happen, and that doesn't mean that the relationship isn't good or it isn't strong, because it's, especially when that person is our other or a soulmate or a great friend, right? It's normal to have these arguments, or it's normal to have disagreements or miscommunications, okay? These need to happen so that we can work it out, so that we can fix certain things, and it's going to help you out, it's going to help them out, to grow in new ways, to realize where we could, improve on certain things, maybe on communication, maybe on not being so defensive or confrontational, or being more patient, being more understanding, right? It helps us work it out. It helps us, tune ourselves, and for them to tune their selves, so that things can work more in unison, more harmoniously and easier, smoothly. Because we see that, like, it's funny because these gears can work together, right? They are meant to go together, and they can work smoothly, but there's just a couple, like, tuning. There's a couple adjustments, okay, that need to be made. So if you're in this process of adjusting, okay, that's totally, totally normal. So I don't want you to worry, okay? I don't want you to worry. And I feel like maybe you guys are in a state of self-reflection. And that's very beneficial for the both of you, okay? Because I don't want you to worry, because you have Forever Friend, you have Meet Cute, right? This is something that is going to be very long-lasting in your life. There is real, true love here, okay? There is honest feelings and honest connection, and we both want the best. And sometimes that means taking a bit of time out for self-reflection, okay? And honestly, this rivalry, it's fencing, right? So fencing to me it's not cruel, right? It's not this, like, harsh fight. It's a game. It's like a strategical game. So it's almost like we're both facing off each other to improve ourselves. It's like I make a move, you make a move, and we improve our game, we improve ourselves by doing this, by facing each other, by facing off a little bit, right? And then eventually these lines get smoothed out more and more and more. And this is always going to happen when you, especially if you meet someone new, regardless of the relationship, right? It's like you have to try each other out, and you're going to face off a couple times, but just only to better yourselves, only to make your own game better, right? Okay. So for my pile ones, what do they need to know about this relationship, Spirit? Oh, beautiful. You have Child Divine. Light attributes, innocence, purity, and redemption. Suggests a special connection with the divine. That's beautiful. Shadow attribute, an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. Wow. Okay, want to get some more information on this. Nine of Cups. Ace of Swords. Yeah, so I definitely feel like there is with this forever friend and this child divine, I feel like there are, and the Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords, like there is true intention here. And maybe what you're facing right now is helping you grow to better your defenses, maybe, to help you, have to face something that maybe you're not good at. Maybe you're not good at communicating. Maybe you're not good at defending yourself, or maybe you're not good at, confrontation or at expressing your true feelings. Maybe you're usually like hiding that away, and this person's going to trigger those things within you so that you can work on those things, so that you can, grow in new ways that are going to benefit you in your path. Okay, so they're here to challenge you a little bit, but the intention is innocence. Okay, the intentions are pure. All right, your inner child feels very, very safe with this person. Okay, this, and like we said, it's a divine connection, right? There is divinity here. It is a wish come true within this relationship. It is what you've been, a relationship you've been hoping or wishing for. Okay, and with the Ace of Swords, that tells me there maybe, it is new, or there's a new aspect to it. If you have met this person, if not, then this is what you have to look forward to. But there is a lot of wisdom here, okay? A lot of learning, a lot of overcoming, a lot of, new realizations about yourself, about life. But this is a very special connection that is there to help you grow and learn, and it's going to challenge you. But it's ultimately for your highest good. It's ultimately for your growth. It's going to help you manifest. It's going to help you align to your dreams. Okay, let's get one last message here. All right. So you guys are going to get a rune. Whoa. Okay, you got 3. Yes. Okay. So you got the Hagalaz. I'm honestly not sure if I pronounce these right, but Hagalaz rune with the scorpion. Okay. So it talks about like transformation, things that sting, but are ultimately good for us. Okay. Wow, and we got tough animals here. You got the Nati's rune with the honey badger. Wow, and the Isa rune with the bat. You guys got a lot of intense energy. It's funny because it's like there's such a duality here that like there's so much light and love and divinity, and then there's also this like challenge. There's also this, it's like this having to go up against challenging things, but ultimately for our highest good. That's ultimately there for us to grow and to learn. Okay, but it might be difficult to go through. Okay, we'll read these out of the book for you. It's funny, they're all actually in order. That's interesting. Okay, so the scorpion is not soft or gentle. She is, however, vital to the natural balance of life. Without her sharp sting to clear the weak, stagnant, and diseased, life would never be able to grow back stronger and renew. Exactly. Hagalaz is a freezing storm, but its hail and ice will melt, becoming water to nourish new growth. The first rune of the second ayat it represents the beginning of a testing time. Only by weathering the storm will you develop and grow. That's exactly what we've been talking about. Also called the mother rune, it can be destructive force of nature. The storm out of your control can feel painful and unfair, but this disruption or unwelcome change will bring positive transformation and long-term gain. It says keywords: disruption, endings, beginnings, transformation, radical change, completion, magical workings. Though often an intimidating rune to work with, Hagalaz aids you in moving through a stormy time and finding growth on the other side. It is helpful for shadow work, and it is reserved for when you are facing significant struggle. Write the rune on a natural object like a piece of wood or stone. Carry this in your pocket so you can touch it to receive strength when needed. Okay, so yeah, if you are going through a difficult time with a connection in your life, just know that this is bringing about positive transformation at the end of it all. Okay, it's not always easy to go through, but it is necessary. It's a necessary transformation. It's a necessary process, okay, in life. It helps us, yeah. It's tuning us. All right. So Nadhis with the honey badger. Is there any creature tougher or more tenacious, robust, and resilient than the honey badger? No matter what life throws at her, she uses it to learn, grow, and become even stronger. Exactly. There's so much about your growth here. There's so much about you being challenged in order to grow. Okay, and the determination of the honey badger, it is the toughest animal on earth. I'm convinced of that. It faces the biggest animals and does not back down. The biggest challenges, and it just goes right into it with no fear. Okay, whether she is battling a deadly snake or finding a way for her family to survive an arid environment, she casts aside frivolous wants and focuses on essential needs. The saying, necessity is the mother of invention, perfectly describes the energy of Nadhis. It is unimaginable pressure that creates diamonds. Nadhis tells you that something you probably already know. Life can be hard. Yet it is often through your suffering and your labor that you truly learn the powerful stuff you are made of. In a reading, this is a message that you are made of bold and powerful magic. Have faith and persevere. Keywords: need, resistance, effort, delays, creative friction. I like that, creative friction. Magical workings. Call on Nadhis during challenging times, again, to build strength and stamina and learn the lessons you need to learn. Draw it over your solar plexus to boost your self-confidence and help you persevere. Wow, so much similar messaging. I have a feeling that that's going to be very similar as well. Persevere, keep going. Even when it's hard, know that this is for you, okay? That there will be a new beginning out of this, that there will be new, fresh clarity and realizations at the end of this, that this is creating the dream. This is creating your wish. All right. As the temperature drops, the bat quiets and turns inward. The business of life comes to a standstill, and she uses this in-between period for self-reflection to build inner strength for when it all will start again. And that's exactly what we were talking about with the Four of Cups and the Knight of Cups, right? That self-reflection period. Maybe you are in a standstill or a time of pause, right? With this connection or just in life. And this is for you to self-reflect. This is for maybe you both to go inward and to maybe look at the situation in a new way, or there's things that need to be healed within yourselves. She pulls all her awareness and resources in toward herself, concentrating her power. Isa not only sounds like the word, it's Isa. Okay, Isa, sorry. Isa not only sounds like the word ice, it also means ice and is the symbol of I, or the self. In many Northern European cultural traditions, ice is the formative element and the essence of all things. Isa is a very strong rune with an element of danger. The inward-facing, quieting stillness can lull you to sleep, and in the bitter cold, sleep can bring death. The message of Isa is one of finding inner strength, self-reliance, self-awareness, and self-acceptance. It halts activity until a change is made, whether from within or without. Keywords: stillness, self-control, focus, stability, stasis. Magical workings. Isa is a soothing rune for times of distress. It combines very effectively with meditation to quiet the mind and calm the emotions. Okay, so if you're worried that this time of maybe there is a struggle happening, or a time of stillness, of, loneliness, perhaps for some of you, that this, friendship won't make it through this, or this relationship in your life won't make it through this, that I'm telling you that it will, that there will be a new beginning for you both, and it's going to be fresh and it's going to be new. But there's something that needs to be dealt with within yourselves first. There needs to be like a reflection period to really, I feel like this is like definitely testing your strength, your courage, and also, your faith in this relationship. Okay? But I don't see this not working out at all. It just seems like a difficult situation. It just seems like maybe a rough patch, which every relationship goes through. It goes through challenges, and it tests the strength of the relationship. Right? Are we willing to look at what our responsibilities are, or what are the part that we play in this connection, and how we can improve, how we can change? What we need to accept, what we need to heal in order to make this maybe more harmonious, in order to move forward. Okay. So I don't want you to think that this won't make it through, because I definitely see that. I definitely see you guys outlasting this thing and coming on the other side way, way stronger than you went in. And maybe you come together in this new beginning, in this meet cute, in a really synchronistic and divine way. But we come anew, we come with a new sense of self, with a new, wholeness within ourselves and within our heart. But first we have to go within, and maybe there needs to be that inner child healing. Maybe we're getting triggered, and we have to look within ourselves to love parts of ourselves before we can share that with the other. Okay? So that is what I am seeing for you, Pile 1, about this relationship. Just know that you will make it out of this. It's just a time of going within, of self-reflection, so that we can come out in our best selves. We have to persevere and make it through. That this is for our growth, ultimately, okay? And the growth of this relationship, all right? But you will make it through this, okay? Just know that. Let that guide you. Let your inner child guide you through this healing process, okay? So if this did resonate with you, please give me a thumbs up, Pile 1. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And please leave a comment if you would love to share. I would love to hear your story, what you're going through, if you'd like support in any way, leave a comment and I'd love to interact. It really is such a beautiful part of my day. And otherwise, if you'd like to know a little bit more information on your own personal situation, you can book a reading with me down in the description box below. And other than that, I will see you on the next reading, Pile 1. All my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to the reading about a relationship on your mind, what you need to know about it. You guys chose the Page of Wands with the clear quartz. Now, what I get from the Page of Wands is something like new, exciting, or progression, maybe in a new way. But it seems like really fresh, exciting, fun. All right, and maybe a little bit shocking. Maybe you'll be surprised at where this is going, or surprised at this relationship, or there's something in it that's, it's a good surprise though, definitely. Okay, so what does pile number 2 need to know about this relationship? Thank you. All right, so we have the 2 of Swords. So yeah, there's definitely, it goes well with the surprise, because 2 of Swords doesn't see. It doesn't see what's happening, or it doesn't see the whole picture, maybe. There's maybe, yeah, someone's going to surprise you. You don't really see where this is headed. Sorry about that. Okay. So, 6 of Wands. Wow, and the Star. So I don't see you seeing this coming, or there's something here that you don't see coming about this relationship or this connection or where it's going. So either you don't even know that a relationship is on its way to you, or, I mean, hopefully I'm not ruining some kind of like surprise engagement here. But that's the kind of energy that I'm feeling, because look, he's got his heart wide open, right? He's heart first. It's his mind that cannot perceive this. So it's his mind that's kind of not being able to, it's not like a logical thing where it's not in your vision, in your knowing right now. But there's something about the heart being open, being ready for this, and almost like an intuitive feeling of, I know maybe you have an inkling that something's coming, but it's going to make you very, very happy, okay? Because the 6 of Wands talks about a victory. It talks about successful outcome after, you know, maybe a difficult period or a challenging period. And the Star with like, this is hope. This is the dream. This is a wish upon a star. Yeah, this is that shining light that's been guiding us. So there's definitely something very positive in terms of a relationship coming in for us, something that maybe we've been hoping for, wishing for. Yeah. Okay. They want me to take out another card here. Here it is. Page of Swords. Again, another page. So again with something new, exciting, fresh, fun. So this could be, yeah, a new relationship of some kind. Or a progression within a relationship into a new phase of the relationship. I'm going to get one more for this side. Something that we're both kind of new to, or, yeah. Aw, nice. That's why, 2 of Cups. So yeah, divine love, divine connection, divine counterparts, coming into union. Okay, so this could definitely be the next step in the relationship, the progression, the up-leveling. So, you know, will you go out with me? Will you marry me? Let's have kids together, whatever the next level up in this relationship is. It's something that you've definitely been hoping and praying for. It's going to be a little bit of a surprise, or it's something that you don't quite know about yet, but maybe you have this, like, you've been hoping for it, you've been praying for it, you've been wishing for it. Your heart is open for it and ready for it. Okay, but it's definitely either brand new for some of you, or it's like a new step. It's yeah, a new beginning in some way, something that maybe you haven't experienced before, or at least you haven't experienced within this connection yet. But yeah, definitely a coming together, a union. Maybe you guys are coming out of a difficult period together. Maybe a time where things maybe it wasn't super stable, or you are having to face, a lot of darkness within each other. Like it was maybe a challenging time and you're coming out of that. That could definitely be it too. But it's like you've healed your heart, and you're ready for the next step. You're ready. You came out on the other side very hopeful, very healed. And now it's like, okay, we're ready. We're ready to take this to the next level. We're ready to take this to the next step. Or I'm ready to put my heart out there again and try out this new person, or try out this online dating and put myself out there, and it's going to lead you to love. It will lead you to that person that you've been hoping and praying for, okay? So we're going to take a message from the Piggy Cup. Okay, we got these two. All right, so your first message is trust. Okay, and that goes so well with the Two of Swords. Trust in this new thing, or trust in the universe. Trust where you're being led. Trust where your heart is telling you to go, or trust in this, whatever this new thing is. Could be a new relationship or this new step in your relationship. Trust that it is working out, that it is for your highest good, that it will lead you into the outcome, into the victory that you hoped for. And you have meet cute. That's so funny. Pile 1 also got this meet cute. I find that funny because it's like such a popular term right now. And so if this is new, you guys will be meeting in a very cute way. It'll be like a very synchronistic way of meeting. Maybe you're out at your favorite coffee shop and you bump into each other, and they ask you if you want a coffee, if I can treat you to a coffee, or you guys sit down at the same table and you get to chatting, something like that, where it's this interesting but divinely guided connection. And it's like a nice story to be able to tell people of how we met. Okay? And they see that you are ready for this. You just maybe don't realize that it's happening, but your heart is open to it. You're trusting in what the universe wants to bring to you. You're trusting in your own intuition and your own heart to bring you into this connection. And it is coming, okay? If it isn't already coming. If it is, I feel like you guys already met, and you met in a really cute way, and it just like adds to this love story of yours. I'm going to take one more. Oh my gosh, okay. Pile 1 got Forever Friend and Meet Cute. So, and there is like so many options in there, and I really mixed them up. So if you were attracted to pile number 1, I would definitely check that out. There might be some messages in there for you. Okay? And I feel like this is the, and maybe you've already come out of that that energy, and this is kind of the other side of this. Okay? But there still might be something there for you, even to like confirm what you've been through. Okay? But this is the other side for sure. This is the healed aspect, the like coming back together in this new way after, like a battle, after a challenge, with our hearts healed, trusting, open, hopeful, and being led into a new beginning, into a new aspect of the relationship. Okay? And by the way, this does not have to be love. This could be a friendship. This could be, whatever. It does not have to be like a sexual love. It could be a friendship, right? But it is that like, that like every relationship, especially friendships and partnerships, lovers, they go through these trials and tribulations. They go through challenges to strengthen the connection. Right? So that it can be forever, so that it can be long lasting. Okay, we're going to go here to the Mystic Martian deck. Oh, wow. How beautiful is that? Venusians, romance, soulmates, empathy. Guys, just take that in. Look at that. Look at the hearts. Look at the sun. Look at the cherubs. Look at them tying you guys together. Like, this is true love. This is soulmate connection. This is yes forever. Like, aw, this is amazing. You guys are meant to be. Okay, this connection was meant to be, and you guys have lasted through maybe something really difficult, and you came out the other side way stronger and so much more connected, so much more open, so much more just like in love. Aw, that's amazing. I love it. Okay. All right, we're gonna go here. This is very sweet connection. So even if you are apart from this person right now, or you're just like maybe unsure, it's like, I know what my heart's feeling, but I just don't I don't quite have maybe they're not in your physical world, or you don't have all the, we can always doubt, even with our eyes. Maybe you can't fully see how, maybe there's not a lot of like physical touch, something like that, where it's in the physical, but your heart knows. Okay, your heart definitely knows. Your heart definitely feels this, and this is like way deeper than just a physical connection. This is like a soul bond. Okay, you have inspiration, and you have shock of the new. Wow. So much like flowers. So this might be, yeah, exactly with the new. There is something new here. There's a new aspect, or it's a new relationship. But there's so much sweetness, so much love, so much growth. And you might not be used to this. I will read a small passage from the book. An idea has captured your attention, or will do so very soon. Okay, so I feel like that's with this Two of Swords and this Page of Wands. There's something that you don't see quite yet, that it will be in your awareness very soon, in regards to this connection. It may be a grand vision, or the vague sense of something that could be. You are being encouraged to accept the vision, the idea, or the inspiration, as it is important to your creative and spiritual growth. Also, it is possible. The bee is bringing you healing, medicine, wisdom from nature to aid the message of the oracle of inspiration. The bee is a powerful spirit totem. Bees are able to fly with wings that are significantly small in proportion to their heavier bodies. They can do so because of the sheer speed with which their wings move. Your idea, even if it seems like a big, substantial plan that might be difficult to get off the ground and up and running, can succeed. You will attract great helpers to you, and the earth will support your success of this project, idea, or vision, because it is about helping the greater good as well as your own growth and development. When the Earth Mother lends you nature wisdom to support your healing and growth, you know that you have an exceptionally wonderful ally to your cause. Let this bring you confidence. If you have, you haven't, okay, that doesn't apply. Allow inspiration to fill you with enthusiasm and expectation of magic and marvelous synchronicity. Like we said with the meet cute. As people, situations, and opportunities fall into place to help bring your inspiration into reality. The idea has the potential to flower into so much more than you realize. It has great potential. It can become something that feeds and nourishes others on their creative and personal healing paths too. It has the quality of a mission and is so much more than one singular idea. Okay, that's all we're going to read from that one. So in this connection, you guys could also be connected within your purposes here on Earth with the Star and the Six of Wands. Like, you could definitely partner up. This could, of course, if it's romantic, you could be partnering up. But if it's also platonic, this is like a creative partnership that can really turn into a lot of recognition and success together, okay, with the star, helping each other create a dream that we want to bring down onto the earth that will become very successful, and maybe we'll even become well known. I mean, these people definitely look very unique and stand out. All right. So we're going to read a bit from Shock of the New. What wild, unconventional voice is calling to you? Can you hear it? It is so different and so unusual, it might be hard to decipher, like hearing an unfamiliar language for the first time. It might be hard to discern with great clarity now, but there is an affinity between you and the strangely beautiful newness seeking to manifest. Exactly. This oracle says there is a stirring at the deepest level within you. Something new will break through, and the process of this birth may be a shock to you. The shock will transform into great joy and a sense of tremendous liberation, but you must bear the strangeness first. That strangeness might be something that rattles your beliefs about yourself and your world, daring you to become more of yourself, more open to where life is leading you, and more willing to be the unique, sacred art being crafted by the hand of the universal creator. Wow. It's exactly what we were just saying. Being open, having our heart open to something new, something shocking, right? Something that's going to surprise us, which might be this connection, or it might be something that this connection is faced with, is brought in for this connection that's going to help you guys grow in new ways, help you guys maybe achieve a dream together. Nature never shies away from strange beauty. She allows for endless diversity, and her sacred works are often peculiar and stunning. Like we said with these two, they look very unique. You live within her field of creative grace as especially creative work that also creates. You are being asked to surrender any fear you may have of being seen as exotic, unusual, eccentric, or bizarre. You are being asked to make peace with strange beauty and let it happen through you in creative flow. Perhaps you need to allow your conventional ideas of beauty to become even more inspired and open. Perhaps you can allow your need for the world to behave according to your fixed ideas to fall away. You will receive so much more in its place. Okay, yeah. Especially if you guys are like a creative couple and you're working together, or you never thought to work together and that becomes an option for you both, or you get the idea to do it. There's something here with the newness, with this connection, that has a lot to do with your creative power, your uniqueness, your dream, okay? Those are very tied together in some way. And I see a lot of success, a lot of potential, a lot of universal creative energy here. So allow this to be birthed through you. Open your heart to your dream, open your heart to love and to creativity and to just letting it flow, letting it be what it wants to be, and just following that. I feel like a very playful, open, loving, seeing where it wants to go, allowing this connection, allowing this dream to manifest. It's like it's got a life of its own, and I feel like you just have to flow with it and play with it and let it be, and see where it wants to take you. Yeah, it's really beautiful. This is definitely a very deep spiritual connection, and in whatever form that takes for you guys. But that is what I'm seeing for you, Pile 2. I hope this reading resonated with you. I hope you connected with it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. If you would like to know more about your own situation, you can book a personal reading with me down in the description box. I also have other energy healing. If you're interested in that, I do hypnosis therapy, which is very, very deep and fascinating. So if you're curious about that, you can message me, you can email me. Whatever it is. Otherwise, I will see you guys on the next reading. All of my love, Pile 2. Peace. Hello, Pile number 3. Welcome to your reading, all about this connection, this relationship you have on your mind, and what you need to know about it. So let's jump right in. You guys chose the Hangman in this beautiful little shell I got from Costa Rica. Yeah, well, I mean, the Hangman is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, I feel like there may have been some kind of maybe pause or separation or stagnancy in this relationship that you have on your mind right now. Possibly seeing a new perspective on the relationship or on the situation within the relationship, seeing it in a new light, or coming to a different understanding. Maybe more enlightened, coming from a more enlightened place. This could be a self-sacrificing type of energy, but it feels a little more liberating than that. It feels like, and maybe there was a sacrifice at some point, but it allowed you to see something in a new way. Okay, so this card wants to come through. All right, so there's the Hangman there. And you have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. You have the Two of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So there may be someone holding back in this connection, or there's some kind of money situation here, because we see this guy kind of with the money on his head, right? And he's got these people giving money to him. So there may have needed to be some kind of balance within maybe a money situation within a connection. Maybe we're being a little too self-sacrificing within this. Maybe you are giving more than receiving. Or maybe someone was kind of holding on to some kind of resource. Or even just withholding energy. Okay, but I see that balancing out now. I see here balance coming in to this situation. I see you also trying to figure out how to deal with this situation. And so I feel like you took yourself out of it to maybe see it from a new perspective, see it from their perspective. And then we have the Eight of Wands, meaning there is going to be progress, forward movement from nothing, from maybe stagnancy or stillness, maybe not talking or not being able to communicate, to communication or to forward movement, to action towards maybe a solution, a message, finally being able to talk about this, finally being able to maybe put it out there or further the relationship in a positive direction. Okay, I want to get more information, but where do I go? All right, they want me to take some of these. I have some keywords written. All right, we're going to take these. All right, so your first one, pulling away. And we see that here with the Hangman. So I'm going to guess it's you because it's the main card, but that could be them as well. Maybe you guys pulled away from each other. And I feel like that was meant to happen so that maybe you can both come to see the situation in a new way, or to preserve. Maybe you weren't being treated fairly or someone wasn't being treated fairly. And so we have to pull away. We have to, conserve our energy, protect ourselves. Okay, we have past life connection. Okay, so this could be definitely something deeper than just this current life. And maybe this person represents something that you've been working on in many lifetimes. So let's say let's say you're very self-sacrificing, or you're easily taken advantage of by people because you're maybe too compassionate or you're afraid of confrontation. You might let people walk all over you, okay? But this is something that you're here to see something new about. You're here to heal this within yourself. You're here to see something new and become more enlightened to what is happening, right? And so you take yourself out and you're like, okay, how can I make sure this doesn't happen to me again, or it doesn't keep happening to me again, right? And so maybe this person's triggering something within your life path that needs to be looked at and healed. Okay. Okay, we have family member. All right, so this could definitely be a family member or someone very close to you that is doing this. We have engagement. So engagement, it could be a literal, fiance or someone in your fiance's family. This could also be, pulling away and then engaging again with the Eight of Wands. So this could be, there was a time of separation, of not talking or not communicating very much, or not sharing how we're truly feeling. And now there might, with the Eight of Wands, movement toward engagement again, movement towards coming together again. And we have grandparent, okay? So we have grandparent and family member. So that could be a literal grandparent, or it could be someone older than you, someone who you look to for wisdom, someone in your life who, maybe like a parental figure, something like that. So I do see balance coming into this connection. I do see progress forward, but I want to get more information here. Okay, we're going to go to the alchemy deck. Wow, that was fast. Okay, so we have moon. And that's interesting because it kind of ties into this past life connection and past life, like karmic connection, because it's the unknown, or maybe it triggered some kind of fear, maybe having to face a fear, having to face the unknown, or our own subconscious, or our own shadow, right? That could be within both parties as well. Maybe this person is in their shadow, and that's why this whole situation happened. And maybe it's allowing you to face your own shadow, or a fear that you have to face going forward. But I will read this out of the card for you guys. I mean, out of the book. Okay, it says mystery, receptivity, intuition. The moon represents the mother of all mysteries. Once a month, it slips into the full spotlight and then quietly disappears, only to initiate the cycle again, gifting us with the message of impermanence. The moon reminds us we are in constant transition, a continual process of letting go. In the yin principle, it is the yin principle, one of listening rather than speaking. This card may indicate a time of rest and restoration, like the hangman, right, is in order, or that a new depth of spiritual practice calls. Dreams and memories may be especially vivid. The gates to the liminal realm have opened. The alchemist's task is to be receptive to its message. Be patient, though, as the moon speaks in the language of symbols, and deciphering its messages takes time and receptivity. Magic is afoot. Sink into it, sweet child. All right. So this is definitely layered. It might be a mystery as to, what happened in this connection, why it happened. But it is ultimately for your growth, for your spiritual growth. And maybe it's challenging you to see things in a new way. It's challenging you to maybe show up in a new way, or to deal with this in a way that may be uncomfortable or new for you. But it's ultimately, I feel like it's challenging you spiritually. It's challenging you to maybe listen to your intuition, to know that what you feel is correct, or and also the practice of phases of being okay with maybe not knowing, and letting go, not knowing why perhaps, and allowing things to be let go, right? It is a spiritual practice, and not having to have concrete answers all the time as to why something happened, why maybe there was a pulling away, why there was a conserving of energy or a taking of energy, okay? But I do have a feeling that the answers that you're looking for will be revealed in time, okay? They want another one here. Wow, so that's interesting, because the ravens on the hangman really caught my eye, and then we have the raven's head, and it reminds me of Odin's ravens, right? Because the hangman can be depicted as Odin sometimes, because there are two crows there, because he hung himself from a tree, upside down, and the crow pecked out one of his eyes, and it represents seeing with your third sight, seeing with your intuition instead of your actual eyes, right? Instead of seeing in the physical, whatever this instance was with this person, it was meant for your spiritual growth. It was meant for you to trust in what you feel more than what you see. Okay, so it was meant to grow your intuitive power deeper, to connect you deeper within yourself, with your intuition, with the spiritual side of life. But I will read this one also out of the book for you. But it's funny because the hand is holding the moon. He's holding the pearl in his mouth. There is something that I feel is meant for you that you will gain out of this situation, whether it's something physical or a spiritual blessing, okay? Okay, initiation, the ordeal, the work begins. Though alchemy is filled with a myriad of open-ended symbols, the raven's head has a precise message. It arrives to mark the beginning of the work. This card indicates something has occurred, known or unknown with the moon, right? To initiate the spinning of the alchemical wheel. With its mighty churning, things are about to change on every level. The raven's work cannot be undone, just as the pill cannot be unswallowed or the pearl turned back to sand. You may be overwhelmed or think the journey ahead is not for you. Your doubts matter not to the raven, as its appearance signifies it has chosen you. You are ready and the moment is now. Can you go back to the way things were? Can you pretend nothing has changed? The raven caws a clear no. It does not apologize, as it knows your destiny is great. Wow. It's very intense. So whatever this was, right? Whatever this connection was, or whatever happened within this connection, know that it was there to create this pearl within you, okay? Create a deeply valuable tool for yourself, or a very valuable blessing, whether that be spiritual. I really do feel like it's very key to your path going forward, to your spiritual path, to your spiritual growth, okay? Because whatever this might be, whether it is, letting go of someone who is very closely connected to you, that's someone that's very, it's difficult to let this go, it's difficult to maybe pull away, or it's difficult to maybe accept what they had done, or accept what life has shown you. It is part of your path, and it is creating you into something that is more beautiful. Okay? And I'm not saying more beautiful than anyone. I'm just saying more beautiful as far as, you know, your past self. Okay? It's allowing you to grow and see yourself in new ways. Yeah, this is literally it's like the initiation into a new world or a new beginning. There is a gift here, even if something was taken or, you know, a relationship is left. There's something left behind that's even more meaningful. Okay? All right. Let's continue. Nice. You have the perfect sandwich and dream. Wow. Goes really nicely with the moon. Yeah, with this, the perfect sandwich, I really feel this is like multi-layered. There's a lot to unpack here. There's a lot to look at. But it almost like reminds me of like you, like this perfect sandwich is you. It's like even with maybe a difficulty, even with maybe losing someone, right? It all adds up to this perfection that is you. It all adds up to this story that, and it's like each layer is important for the whole. Each layer you don't want to skimp on, right? And at the end of it, you're glad for every single step, every single piece, because it adds to this perfect, beautiful, you know, you with multi-layers and complexities and flavors, right? That it's like it needs every single thing to be what it is. And that includes, you know, tough situations. That includes, you know, a struggle. That includes loss. That includes grief. That includes mystery, you know. That includes sacrifice, right? And ultimately, it's leading you to your dream, to what you literally dream about. And you might not see that at first, because when you're so in it, it might seem like a you know, hard situation. It might seem sad or difficult, which it definitely is, I'm sure. But it's ultimately these layers and these, you know, even the suffering is part of that perfect sandwich, and it's part of your dream, and it is creating your dream. And it's all part of it. It's all part of it. So even if you're too in it and it doesn't seem clear as to why it's happening right now, or, you know, what's the purpose here, that you will see why it had to happen. You will see, once you're past it, why it happened, you know, and how it benefited you, how it ultimately pushed you. Yep, look at that. The Fool, new beginnings. You have this beautiful new beginning. You are starting on a whole new path, right? It's like the work is now just beginning, and maybe this needed to fall away in whatever way that needed to happen. Okay, and maybe it would have held you back in some way, emotionally or whatever it was. Okay, but now I feel like you're bagless. You have no baggage. You're going to be very light. You're going to be very ready. You're like, okay, now I know I can go, you know, with nothing holding me back. I have a fresh start. I have a fresh slate. You know, she's walking across the world. Maybe you're moving, okay? But yeah, there is a huge new beginning, and I see a closed door behind her. It's like she closed the door on an old chapter, on an old life or an old her. And she's now starting the journey completely new, completely light and fresh without almost anything, just her little bag, right? Yeah, so it's a complete new start. I feel like this was like the last of your maybe karma to be dealt with or healed before you were ready to just start at zero with the Fool, right? It's like we have to really tie up all of the loose ends, all of the karmic connections. This just happened to be that last one before you could have that fresh new beginning, that zero, that fresh slate. Okay, so you have this is the Nine of Wands, suffering in silence. So it says suffering, and yes, I do feel that for sure, because it's like she's walked up a giant mountain, and obviously that's difficult, right? But look at the view she gets now. Like the sun is coming up, she's above the clouds. Like very little people get to see something so beautiful, right? And it's like, would you, even though it was maybe a struggle to get up that high, to get up to that level, right? But would you rather not have done it? Like, would you sacrifice having done this, having struggled in this way, if you never got to see this view of the world, you know, of yourself? Getting to see yourself in this new light, getting to see, you know, what you're capable of, right? And the sun is finally coming up, and you get this whole new view, new vision. Okay, so we have justice coming in with balance. I feel that you have found balance within this. You have found balance within yourself, and justice also talks about karmic balance, and that's what I feel. It's when I felt earlier that it is being wrapped up. Your karma has been balanced, and so this is like that last piece of that, and then you get a fresh karmic beginning, right? Where you're not dealing with maybe past life connections or beliefs or whatever it is that's followed you from past lives, right? Conditionings. It's like you get that fresh new start. You get that you're completely balanced now, and it was just this last piece, right, that needed to be let go of. And then look at that, fertility with the Empress. Okay, May could be significant, but we have fertility. So this is you. This could be your rebirth, okay? You coming into that truly heart-centered place, growing in new, beautiful ways with this clean slate where it's like, this is now, it's your energy and it's pure, it's true. This could be you starting a family, okay? Or it could just be like coming into this newfound energy and birth, abundance. Okay, where it's like you know yourself, you're completely balanced and whole, and you can create and you can live from that place. And you wouldn't have been able to do it without all this, right? So it's that blessing in everything that's happened. So yeah, you have big things happening for you, Pile 3. Like there is total new beginning, abundant new beginning, where you just feel so much more connected to yourself. You feel so much more yourself, because you don't have these past life connections or people or, you know, versions of you that are not in balance, that are not, that are no longer, they can't come with you. Okay, whatever isn't aligned with this this new beginning or this new start of yours, it has to go. And so we're just letting those things go so that we can walk through and create the life that we've dreamed of creating, right? In the exact way we want it to. And yeah, and that requires sacrifice. That requires letting go. All right, so that was your reading, pile 3. Thank you so much for coming today. I hope you enjoyed it. If this resonated, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation, you could book a personal reading with me down in the description box. You can also book an energy healing. I have a lot of hypnosis sessions there that are very, very deep, very powerful. So if you'd like to know more about that, you can message me, you can email me. It's all down there. Otherwise, I will see you on the next reading. All my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading, all about this relationship on your mind, what you need to know about it. The readings have been very beautiful so far, and I have a feeling yours is going to be very deep as well and match that similar energy, especially because you have the 10 of Pentacles here, which, I mean, that's foundation, you know, a solid foundation if I've ever seen one. And it's interesting too because we have so many people here around the world, and you know, this could be that you're connecting with someone across the world or many different relationships across the world, maybe through what you do or through online. This could also just be, you know, building a very stable family group, a community group. All right, but we're gonna get a little more information here. Okay, this card wants to come out. So we have the 9 of Wands with exhaustion. So for my pile 4s, what do they need to know about this relationship in their life? We have the 8 of Pentacles with ordinariness. We have the 9 of Swords with sorrow. We have 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then we have the Page of Wands with playfulness. And the Queen of Swords with morality. I see. I feel like this is connected to your work with the 8 of Pentacles here. So I feel like the relationship or the relationships involved are like community, customers, clients. Okay, it's definitely something to do with your work in some way. So maybe coworkers. And maybe there's a bit of stress here on like, maybe because your idea is so big or the community you want to build is so large and it can be overwhelming to even think about how it's going to happen. And yeah, I see you've been like really working diligently or really trying to make a connection or trying to grow something with other people. And maybe that's caused a bit of like burnout. Yeah, and I feel like there's a lot of overthinking here. There's a lot of overthinking that's creating like worry for nothing. And it's almost because you want it to be so right or so good or based in love, which is a great thing. But it's almost like tying your hands to like how it could be, because it could be a lot easier here with the 8 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands here. It's like they're saying that this is supposed to be a very like lovely experience for you to play with it, right? Be in play. That's what's going to allow this thing to be its most beautiful and attractive, and what's going to give you the best result, the best beauty. connect you with the most people, build the most solid foundation. They're saying, you know, don't take it so seriously. Don't overthink every single detail. Because that actually, it maybe like stops you from acting, or stops you from putting yourself out there in certain ways, maybe stops you from being yourself truly, which if you could actually be yourself, that playful, light, you know, silly, you know, allowed to make mistakes, that kind of thing, that's the magic, and that's what's going to connect these people to you. That's what's going to attract these people to you, this connection to you, these connections, right? If we're like all business and no pleasure and no play, and like, you know, being very strict with it, with ourselves, with how we portray, how we come across, and it's like so mechanical, that will hinder, and that's maybe what's stopping you from maybe gaining an audience, let's say, or gaining a clientele. And it's causing you stress because you know you have something great here. You have something that's big and that can connect a lot of people, right? And it can build this like really big foundational thing in your life. But they're saying like this journey is supposed to be playful. It's supposed to be fun. And yes, it's supposed to be like part of your daily life. And it will be, right? It will be. But there's like, yeah, beauty comes when there's love and there's genuine beingness of who you are, your ordinary self. You don't have to like be anything else that you aren't, right? Because you think that's maybe what's popular, or you think that's what they'll like or be attracted to. Right? They're saying like who you are that's the key. That's what people want to see. That's what's going to, you know, make this true for you. That's what's going to bring it in. And it's like, it's in those like maybe little everyday things. Or you don't have to go out of your comfort zone so much, or like not your comfort zone, but it's like you don't have to like go above and beyond in like ways you wouldn't typically. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. They're saying just be you and do what you do. And that will connect. That will help people see truth, and see you for who you truly are. Because right now I feel like they see this like restricted, tired, you know, it's not truly, people can hear, they can see. How do you see genuinity? Like genuity? Is that the word? I don't know. But they can hear it, and they can hear when you're not truly being yourself. You're not truly expressing who you really are in the way that you would typically do it. Right? That's what people want. That's what people are attracted to. Because otherwise it feels stiff, it feels false. And then it creates, you know, worry for you because you're like, why isn't it working? I'm doing all the things I think people want. But that's not what they want. They want you as you truly are. Expressing yourself as you typically would. Okay. All right. I'm going to go to the Mystic Martian deck. Okay, so we have Syrians, artistic, integrity, honesty. Exactly. It's that honesty. It's that having, you know, that being that true artist, being truly who we are, and presenting ourselves honestly, you know, not hiding any part of ourselves because we feel that people won't accept us. Will be denied in some way. That's actually, it's countering what your goal is. It's countering actually what you want. Even if you think, you know, we're all flawed in certain ways, but your flaws are what makes you beautiful and what makes you attractive, what makes you funny and quirky. And that's what people like. You know what I mean? Let's see, what else? Yeah. Okay, so we have the pentagram, harmony, protection, idealism. So that goes really nicely with this Ten of Pentacles. It's that foundational, like abundance. There is that for you. This is truly what you can and will create. You just have to do it in the right way. You have to do it in the way that's true to you, that won't cause exhaustion, that won't cause blockages. Okay, you do have this grand vision and this thing that you do want to pull down into the physical that is like, it's a legacy. And it is there for you. Okay, but we have to align in harmony with it. Because you don't want to build something on false pretense. And because it won't be sustainable. We're building something that we want to sustain. That's going to be easy for us to show up every day because it's truly who we are, what we want, and how we show up. Right? It's our ordinary, it's our normalcy. And that's what creates a stable foundation. It doesn't create it off something that's false, that will crumble, that we can't keep up. Right? Okay, I'm going to pull a couple piggy messages, just in a piggy cup, but the relationship. Okay, we got these three. All right, so we have grandparent. That came up also in pile number 3. So if you're called, actually, you know what? Oh, you know what? Yeah. So if you are called to pile number 3, they got past life connection and grandparent as well. And we have moving. So you may be, moving, you may be connecting with people, around the world. Maybe this is going to require you to move to build this thing. All right. Maybe there's something that you've learned from a grandparent or that's been passed down to you. And that's what's maybe going to help you in some way. Yeah, I feel like this might be connected to pile 3. Because especially if what you're doing is connected to maybe a karmic connection or maybe a lesson that needs to be learned that in this lifetime, right? That we need to overcome, where it's like, oh, I'm scared to be myself because people won't accept me, that kind of thing, because I'm different, right? It's overcoming those fears in this lifetime. Maybe it was passed down to us. Okay, maybe we're afraid of someone in our family judging us, what they'll think. Okay. All right, you're going to get an alchemy card right away. Okay, so you have 3 cards. You have conjunction. You have sulfur. And you have benevolent guide. So that might be a grandparent as well. Maybe a grandparent who's passed on, who's now helping you from the other side, who's like a guide for you. I will read these from the book for you. All right, benevolent guide came out first, so I'll read that one. Inner voice, guide, ally. Oh, how easy it is to doubt the presence of the spiritus rector. The alchemist, falling into a moment of forgetfulness, feels alone in the laboratory and begins to doubt their work. Disarray and discontent follow. Who do I listen to? Where do I turn for guidance? All the while, the benevolent guide hovers close, waiting to be acknowledged, waiting to be heard amidst the noise of the world. It whispers words of kindness and encouragement into the ears of the alchemist. When this card appears, it asks us to recall the guidance we have received at important junctures in our lives. That benevolent presence is constant, not conditional. Now is not the time for struggle or fear. Soften into the gentle humming of the wise bee. You cannot make a wrong choice when the spiritus rector is near. So there you go. It's that overthinking. Will I make the wrong move? You know, that's actually tying your mind and your hands into maybe not moving, or thinking you're being so scared of making the wrong move that you don't move at all. All right. This is just saying, remember the guidance that you receive, maybe through, your own meditations, your own intuition, maybe readings, or, people, wise people around you. Okay. That you are always being guided, that you are always protected, and that you won't make a wrong move. Okay. That you can loosen up, that you can be playful, that you can have fun with this. That it doesn't always have to be, so serious. And I turned right to this one. Okay. Conjunction, love, divine union, infinity. Beautiful. Conjunctio is the great alchemical operation of love. During this stage, we witness the miraculous work of two opposites merging to create a unique third form. Sun and moon unite to reveal the entire cosmos. Black and white unite to reveal the spectrum of color. Unlike coagulatio, conjunctio represents a conscious and benevolent union, again with benevolence, one that springs forth from awareness, acceptance, and devotion. It is not a compromise, but rather an activation, a holding of tension and presence that allows each of the entities to thrive and express themselves. Experiencing conjunctio is one of the blessings of the human experience, whether the bond is with human nature or divinity. Recognize it by the stirring of your heart and an element of surprise. Through the opposites arises the infinite. So that's beautiful. So this could definitely be something that maybe you're building a very foundational life with someone. With the Ten of Pentacles, it's building that, stable life where, everyday life is this beautiful ordinariness where things blossom, where you have your own garden, you have your own peace, right? It's your own little piece of heaven. So you could be doing that with someone. You could also, this could be a partnership. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection. But to bring in more light and life and fun into life. And this is a journey to that, right? Where it doesn't have to be so, there are no right or wrong, and you don't have to be afraid of making a mistake. You don't have to be stressed about this process. It is, it might not happen all at once right away, but it's this building into and having fun with the journey to that, right? Because it is something large in our lives that we're building. Okay, so yeah, enjoying the journey, I'd say, is a very key message for you guys. And you could be building this with someone, or you're creating something big with someone. I know I was kind of mentioning it, connecting with people around the world, which it could be. Maybe you guys are doing it together, or this could be you like being in union with the thing that you want to create that's going to connect you to others around the world. All right, sulfur. Evaporation, up and out, both and. On an esoteric level, sulfur is the first of what is known in alchemy as tria prima, or the three primes. Along with salt and mercury, it makes up a threefold phenomena that symbolizes the uniting of soul, sulfur, body, salt, and mind, mercury. So I just want to say something. So just like conjunction, it's again with the three. It's the trinity. It's the two making a third thing. So it could be you partnering up with someone to create something new in your lives, to create a dream, to create a stable foundation, to even create a child or a family. All right. On a tactile level, sulfur is responsible for both the off-putting smells and the therapeutic properties of a mineral bath. It soothes and it stinks, literally. To understand sulfur is to embrace a both and mentality. Don't be discouraged if the meaning of this card seems to evaporate before your eyes. For now, keep in mind that what is gross contains beauty, and what is beautiful contains its own demise. Sulfur's job is to push the geyser up and out, dissipating the pressure. Don't be surprised if what appears to suck or stink soon becomes a gift. All right. And yeah, that maybe you're going through something that maybe the building of this isn't easy, right? Because it's so large. There's going to be things that, patience, it takes time. Growth takes time, and it's not always a smooth and easy process. It's going to have bumps in the road. It's going to have struggle, right? And so we have to even through that, find the lightness, find the joy, find the happiness in that, and not allow those things to crush the dream or think that it's not happening, right? It's just part of the whole process, and it adds to the bigger picture. It creates it too, even the difficulty, or even the suffering, or even the having to wait, the having to, grow and be strong. Those things, even though they may be uncomfortable, create the bigger picture just as much as the beauty, just as much as the fun parts, just as much as the blessings on the other side. So it's all part of it, and we can't not include any of it, right? So being okay with that, being okay with the pressure, being okay with the feeling uncomfortable, it's all creating this larger picture. And to find the blessings even in the everyday, even in the mundane, right? That might be the hardest part for us, is the mundaneness of it. Okay, because those are where the gifts lie, in something very maybe small, seemingly small, but it's very powerful, and it creates a lot of honey, of sweetness, right? And finding the gratitude in the everyday. And that every day you're building up into something bigger and more profound. Something that one day will be able to be shared, passed down. Okay? So that is what I see for you, my pile number 4s, and I hope that resonated. Let me know in the comments if it did. And if it did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another reading. If you would like a personal reading, you can book that, with me down in the description box below. I also do energy healing and hypnosis sessions that are very deeply, profoundly spiritual and beautiful, and impactful. So if you would like to know more, you can message me, you can email me. Otherwise, I will see you on the next reading. All of my love, pile 4. Peace.